Hey guys, Marsinged here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we're going to be doing a bit of a breakdown guide for the new LR Super Saiyan Gohan that released yesterday. Hopefully you guys, if you did manage to summon, have managed to pull him, had a little bit of a go at trying him out on some different teams and stuff like that. This video is going to be going into detail. I try and do these for all of the new units when they come out. We're going to be going over his best link partners, just analysing what his links actually do, and then going over some of the team builds for him, including listing all of the characters from which he gets a 200% leader skill. So I have to use the JP version of Dokkan Info because the global version is not working for me for some reason. So some of the categories have like the odd names, and obviously it will show units that are only available on JP. Although currently I think that is literally just Jiren, Topo, and some of the new Peppy Gal's characters, none of which are going to be good link partners for him anyway, so they're probably not actually going to show up. So we're going to go through all of this info coming up next. Let me know, of course, in the comment section what your guys' experiences have been with the unit if you did pull him, who you've been running him with, and on what team setups. Be interesting to see what you guys have been doing down below in the comment section. And obviously, if you find any of this info useful at all, do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. So LR Super Saiyan Gohan, his link set is Super Saiyan, Golden Warrior, Saiyan Warrior Race, all in the family, prepared for battle, fierce battle, and legendary power. So you can see from his links here at the side, when it shows what the links do at level 10, he doesn't really have any links that give him defense outside of all in the family. And then of course he gets a little bit from prepared for battle as well. But all in the family, obviously that very strong link that a lot of Goku family characters have. A lot of Gohans have this link. And this provides 20% extra defense, which is a pretty significant amount. So that certainly can be very good. But all of the rest of his links are focused around attack, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, this guy can do a lot of damage. And then obviously when you're dropping the family Kamehameha, once you've got it fully charged up, you want that to do as much damage as possible. So the more links you have active and the higher levels they are, the more powerful that will be. And then as you can see, he is on a bunch of categories. Obviously, he leads Kamehameha, Hybrid Saiyans. For some reason, the Go Bros and like those characters from movie 10 count as being on Majin Buu Saga. The Broly from that movie doesn't, but hey, go figure. But that's really, really useful. We'll talk about that for some of his team options a bit later on. He's on Full Power, Movie Heroes, Goku Family, Siblings Bond, Super Saiyans, Saviors, Defenders of Justice, Bond of Parent and Child, Earthbred Fighters, and Power of Wishes. So lots of very, very strong teams. Teams like Full Power has gone a lot of buffs recently. Obviously, Movie Heroes is crazy. Goku Family, Super Saiyans, and then Power of Wishes as well. All very like top tier teams. So a lot of good options for this guy. So we're going to jump in and look at his link partners here. So his only 7 link partner in the game is the Tech Goku and Gohan, the What If unit from Golden Week a couple of years ago from the Cell games. This unit was super fun when they came out, but obviously has aged significantly to the point where, you know, they're not really usable in the current meta of difficult content. So you're not really going to be using them anymore, unfortunately. Looking forward to them getting an easy A, but that's probably quite some time away at this point. So his only 7 link partner, unfortunately, not really a unit that you're probably going to be running. But to make up for that, when we drop down to 6 links, you can see we have a lot of characters here, including some very powerful options. The reason he shows himself here, obviously this is his standby mode. When he goes into the standby, he loses a link to gain Kamehameha, because obviously he does the family Kamehameha when in the standby. He actually loses all in the family. But I mean, once he goes into the standby, he is essentially invincible, right, in the standby mode. So losing the link that only gives him defense is probably the best case scenario, because as we said at the start, you want the family Kamehameha to do as much damage as possible. So he's only losing the link that gives him defense and picking up another link that gives him extra attack, right, 10% when performing a super. So that's the one link that changes when he transforms. But then in terms of the other 6 Links characters, we have the physical trio, right? The guys from part 1. And the combo of those two together is absolutely ridiculous. Physical trio in slot 1, Gohan in slot 2. Those guys can tank incredibly well, even in their starting form. Gohan's not really a slot 1 unit, but after he's supered, his defense can be very, very good. So the combo of those two together is absolutely crazy. And they share 6 links, so it's everything with Gohan. They have Z fighters instead of All in the Family. So they don't have that defensive link with him, unfortunately, but they get all those other links active. And of course, whilst they don't share that link that gives him the 20% extra defense, they're giving him 77% defense from their passive anyway. So that combo obviously is incredibly powerful. Then we have the Int Super Saiyan trio, because of course this guy is on the Super Saiyans team. I'm going to do a video in the next couple of days of just looking at how crazy the new like full Super Saiyans team actually is with some of these new units on there. So they link very well together. He links well with the 8-year Boo duo as well. I mean, these guys are a unit that they had kind of fallen off, but thanks to the physical trio and all their crazy defense buffing, these guys, like, we used them in a run on just a challenge run in a stream the other day. I can't remember what turn it was. It wasn't like turn 3 or 4 or anything crazy like that. Like, it was probably 8 or 9. But we had these guys up to like 2 million defense, which was kind of fun on the physical trio team, getting that double buff from them. So he shares a good amount of links with the Boo duo, which is nice. The STR Carnival and Tech Carnival Gokus, and of course the Int LR. Basically all the LR Super Saiyan Gokus he shares a lot of links with. The AGL one can still be somewhat usable on the trio team as well. Int Namek Goku, of course, at some point is going to get his Easy A. So if he becomes a really strong slot 1 option for these teams like Super Saiyans and Goku Family and stuff like that, that'll be a very good combo for this Gohan. But as of right now, none of these Super Saiyan Goku LRs are really top tier anymore. Same for the AGL Gohan and the STR Goku and Gohan, right? These units have all kind of had their day and are not particularly usable in the current content anymore, even with the buff they get from the physical trio. I did a video using the STR Goku and Gohan exchange unit on their team, which was kind of fun. But, like, spoiler alert, he definitely is not saved by that extra bit of defense that they give. I think we did end up dying to like slot 1 normals with the exchange Gohan, but it is what it is. But as a Super Saiyan, he of course has a lot of strong link level partners, especially then when we drop down to 5 links. You can see we have both the new LR Brolys. Now the thing with the new Gohan is obviously Broly has always linked well with other Super Saiyan characters more so than villain characters, but you have to remember that when you go into the standby with Gohan to charge up the family Kamehameha, he gets all of his buffs, including like the guard and everything, when there is actually, it's either the guard or the damage reduction, but he only gets it when you're on a full rotation of superclass characters. So even though he can link well with some of these other Broly units, ideally you're not going to be running them on the same team, or if you are, you're keeping them separated on the opposite rotation because you don't want to lose that buff that Gohan gets by having the full superclass rotation. So we kind of are going to ignore really any extreme class characters. But of course, the next one right there after Broly's is Beast Gohan himself, right? The guy who some people would still argue he's the best unit in the game. Who knows how the meta has shifted. Once I've played with the new units a little bit more, I probably will put out a new tier list with the part 2 characters in it. But Beast Gohan is there. They do share a few teams if we click on here. The good thing about the link tool here is we see the links, but we can see the teams. So they have All in the Family, which is that strong defensive link. Saiyan Warrior Race, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. And look at all the teams that they share. Movie Heroes, Hybrid Saiyans, Full Power, Goku Family, Siblings Bond, Bond of Parent and Child, and Earthbred Fighters. So these guys on a lot of teams together. Beast Gohan, of course, is a very, very strong slot 1 unit. So the rotation of him in slot 1 and this guy in slot 2 is obviously going to be very powerful as well. I might do a video using Beast Gohan and this new guy together. But yeah, I was just double checking the Gohan. He does guard regardless, but it's the 77% damage reduction that he gets from having the superclass allies. So you do want to make sure that you are having that at all times. But yeah, Beast Gohan, very good. Then we have physical Super Saiyan Gogeta, Sword of Hope Trunks, and Future Gohan. Sword of Hope Trunks is kind of hit or miss, even with the physical trio defensive support, but Gogeta and Future Gohan, I would say, are really top tier picks for a lot of the teams that Gohan is going to be on. Future Gohan, we have Golden Warrior, Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. They're on Hybrid Saiyans, Goku Family, Super Saiyan, Parent and Child, and Earthbred Fighters. A lot of strong categories. And then, of course, Gogeta is going to be on categories with him like Movie Heroes. It's only Movie Heroes and Super Saiyans, but they share a decent few links as well. So a lot of strong 5 link partners. We have the GT Vegeta if you use the standby for the GT duo, and of course they are on the trio team as well. And then we're going to have a lot of Super Saiyan LRs, right, like the AGL guys from the Worldwide. Tech Gogeta, who, you know, when he gets his EZA, should be a very strong option for a lot of these teams. Same with the Tech Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and the physical Angel Vegeta. Like, there's 3 units right here that will be getting EZAs at some point soon down the line. Hopefully will be very good and are then new link partners for Gohan. They share 5 links with him. So that's really, really good. The OG Go Bros, I mean, they can be somewhat usable on the trio team now with all that defensive support. They're still not going to be tanking supers very well. And then, you know, they can be kind of usable. The new Vegeta side banning unit after he exchanges. The Tech Vegeta. Now, unfortunately, when it comes to the Super Saiyans team build, remember, Tech Vegeta is an extreme unit. So if you're running him on both rotations, or even if you're running one-on-one rotation and then you have the other one as a floating unit, that's going to mean you have an extreme unit floating around that could mess up Gohan's damage reduction in his standby. You could run a Super Saiyan team, I guess, with like Tech Vegeta as the leader and then the Int Super Saiyan trio as the friend, and just keep Tech Vegeta on one rotation and Gohan on the other rotation so they don't interfere and he doesn't mess up his passive. But that's something to bear in mind. Unfortunately, even though they will link very well, you probably can't use them together very well. The Battle of Gods Vegeta, we tested him out on the physical trio team. He's okay, like against a movie boss. And then as you can see, we just have a lot of Super Saiyan characters are his 5 link partners. And then we drop down to 4. We've got like Blue Gogeta, Broly and Trunks. These guys hopefully will get an EZA soon and be really good. I think they're a really solid free-to-play unit. We've got the GT Duo, the Buu Duo Standby. A lot of these characters that you can be running alongside some of his link partners, like Physical Ulma Gohan, if you're running Beast Gohan. They share a few links, including All in the Family. The Blue Boys, we've got the STR, Goku and Vegeta that fuse into Vegito. They're 4 link partners for him as well. LR, STR, Gogeta. Somewhat reliant on dodge now to be usable in difficult content, but you can kind of still get away with using him a little bit. Dragon Fist Goku is one of his 4 link partners. I'm guessing he must be a 3 link partner then if he's not here, but I did want to highlight the AGL Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Yeah, there he is. He's only a 3 link partner. Now, the very interesting thing about Gohan actually being included on Majin Buu Saga is that, remember, for this Goku to get his intro buff and therefore get that crazy damage reduction that makes him a really effective slot 1 tank, he needs to have a Majin Buu Saga ally on the team. And on some of these teams, like, you know, we've got Kamehameha, Goku Family, Bond of Parent and Child Warriors Raised on Earth. There are some decent, like, Buu Saga allies who don't have restrictions, but characters like Tech Ultimate Gohan, who don't necessarily link well with the rest of the team, this guy kind of ended up being a character that you can't just throw him on random teams, because you have to make sure you have a Buu Saga ally. But this Gohan is now a Majin Buu Saga ally, so that actually gives this guy a lot of extra utility, and of course he has returned for the first time on these banners. So for anyone who's summoned and gotten him or picked him up with red coins, this new Gohan is kind of like a new, I don't want to say like revitalization for him, because he's obviously still very usable. It's just that he was locked to teams that had a Buu Saga ally, right? And then once we drop down to 3 links, we're obviously just going to be seeing a lot of characters that are Legendary Power, Fierce Battle, and then it'll be something like Prepared for Battle or any one other link. So obviously he's going to have a lot of 3 link partners. But you can see, especially when it comes to the main bulk, the like 5 or 6 link partners, he has some very, very strong, very meta relevant options. So Gohan definitely has a very good and very easy to take advantage of link set. So definitely very, very strong unit in the links department. So when we move on to teams, you can see he also has the benefit of being on a lot of 200% leads, right? He's on the Physical Trios 200% team. He's obviously on Physical Gogeta because it's Movie Heroes 200%. Same with the Int Carnival Super Saiyan Trio because they are Super Saiyans 200%. He's on LR Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku's team. The Buu Duo, Physical Armor Gohan, the Tech Gods, AGL Goku, right? See, we come back to him. This is why I wanted to mention him specifically. He's on his team and then gets the full 200% lead, because obviously Goku is leading a Buu Saga team. With his other secondary leader skills and stuff, you have characters like the Dragon Fist Goku, who we mentioned briefly when talking about the link partners. He's also giving him a 200% leader skill. But I really like to run that Dragon Fist Goku on the AGL Goku team. And of course, you can now run this new Gohan on that team as well, because he leads Buu Saga, Otherworld Warriors, or Accelerated Battle. And obviously this guy is on Buu Saga. And then his plus 30% is for Kamehameha or Time Limit. And obviously Gohan is on Kamehameha. So that works out really nicely. And then, of course, the Dragon Fist Goku is leading Movie Heroes, and then has the plus 30% to Super Saiyan 3 or Kamehameha. So works out very, very nicely. And then, of course, the good old reliable, someone who's kind of stuck around in the meta for quite a long time, and obviously is kind of had a little bit of a resurgence because of all this support from the physical trio, the God Goku. This guy's a super good leader for a bunch of different events, ECAs, all stuff like that, because he leads Pure Saiyans or Hybrid Saiyans. And then his plus 30% is Power of Wishes or Exploding Rage, and Gohan is on Power of Wishes. So as you can see, like including himself, he's on 11 200% leaders currently on Global. So definitely has a lot of strong options for teams, and has a lot of strong options for links. I do think his best team is probably the physical trio. I mean, that team might just be the best team in the game. Like, as well as he links with Beast Gohan, as you can see here, he's not on his 200% lead. In fact, if we double check Gohan's leader skill, Beast Gohan, of course, leads Superheroes, Bond of Master and Disciple, or Miraculous Awakening. And unfortunately, Gohan is not on any of those categories. This Gohan is not on Bond of Master and Disciple, so he is not on Beast Gohan's team. So Superhero can still arguably be one of the best teams in the game, but I think with all the options that they have and all the support that they get, the physical trio is arguably the best team in the game now, and this Gohan is on their 200% lead. The Super Saiyans and Movie Heroes teams are obviously still really good as well. And of course, when the 10th anniversary rolls around, if we do indeed get the EZAs for the Gods and the Super Saiyan 4s, he is on their 200% team as well. So Gohan has a lot of strong options for teams and a lot of strong options for link partners. So let me know, like I said at the beginning, if you have managed to pull Gohan already, let me know what team build you've been running him on and who you've been linking him up with. Let me know your thoughts on the unit overall. And yeah, we'll be doing some more videos over the next few days, trying him out on different teams with different builds, so stay tuned for those. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.